Once upon a time, there was a fisherman who lived in a small hut by the sea. Every day he would go fishing, sitting with his rod, looking at the empty water. One morning he caught a big flounder. The flounder spoke, saying, "Let me go. I am not a real fish, but an enchanted prince. Put me back into the water and let me swim." The fisherman, surprised, let the fish go. As it swam away, it left a streak of blood in the water. He then returned to his hut. His wife asked, "Have you caught nothing today?" The fisherman replied, "I caught a flounder who said he was an enchanted prince, so I threw him again into the sea." His wife exclaimed, "Did you not wish first?" The fisherman, not pleased, went back to the sea. The water was green and yellow and still looked blank. He called out to the fish, "Flounder, flounder in the sea, hither quickly come to me, for my wife, Dame Isabel, wishes what I scarce dare tell." The flounder appeared and asked, "What do you want with me?" The fisherman said, "My wife desires a cottage. She won't stay longer in her hovel." The fisherman went home and found his old hut had been replaced by a clean cottage. His wife, happy, took him by the hand, saying, "Come in now and see, is not this much better?" Inside the cottage there was a beautiful parlour, a fine fireplace, and a bedroom. There was also a kitchen and a storeroom, with everything clean and neat. His wife looked happy but not satisfied. After a week or two, the wife said, "Husband, the hut is far too narrow for me, and the yard and garden are so small. I wish to live in a large stone palace. Go then to the flounder and ask him to give us a castle." The fisherman was upset and went to the sea again. The water was now dark and cloudy. He did not like this at all and felt that this was not right. The flounder appeared. The fisherman, "She wants to live in a great stone castle." The flounder replied, "Go home and see it at your door." The fisherman returned and found a grand stone castle. His wife called to him from the steps, "Now let us look about." She looked very ambitious. Inside there were marble tables, servants, rooms with tapestries, gold stools, and crystal mirrors. Outside were courtyards and gardens. His wife said, "Is not this pretty?" with some satisfaction. The next morning, the wife looked out over the fine country and demanded, "Get up and come and look here at the window. See, shall I not be queen over all the land? Go and say to the flounder, 'We choose to be king and queen.'" The fisherman went to the sea, which now looked black and smelled bad. He was very scared and stood still and repeated, "Flounder, flounder in the sea, hither quickly come to me, for my wife, Dame Isabel, wishes what I scarce dare tell." The flounder asked, "What does she want now?" The man said, "She would be queen." The flounder replied, "Go home, she is so already." The fisherman saw his palace had become much larger, with a tower. His wife sat on a throne of gold, wearing a crown and holding a scepter. She had become the queen. The fisherman said, "Ah, wife, are you queen now?" She replied, "Yes, now I am queen." He looked at her for a long time, clearly worried. The wife said, "I am very dissatisfied. Go then to the flounder. Queen I am, now I must be pope." The fisherman went to the sea again. The water was running mountains high, and the sky was black. He was terrified. He repeated, "Flounder, flounder in the sea, quickly, quickly come to me, for my wife, Dame Isabel, wishes what I scarce dare tell." "What now?" asked the flounder. "She wants to be Pope," said he. He found a great church in which she was sitting on a much higher throne, and before her footstool were kings and queens kneeling. She was now the Pope. But she still was not satisfied. She said, "Go, tell the flounder I want to make the sun rise." Her husband was extremely frightened. The fisherman went to the sea, where a terrible storm raged. The waves crashed, and he could barely hear his own words. "Flounder, flounder in the sea, quickly, quickly come to me, for my wife, Dame Isabel, wishes what I scarce dare tell." "What would she have now?" asked the fish. "She wants to be ruler of the universe." The fisherman returned home and found his old hut. He and his wife were back where they had started. They were both downcast, and there they remained for the rest of their days.